Salesforce. Yeah, you've probably heard the name thrown around a lot, right? In business news, maybe on job postings. It's a huge name in tech. But for a lot of people, what it actually does is, well, it's a bit of a mystery. So let's get right to it. What is Salesforce really? That's the big question we're going to tackle. And to do it, we're actually going to forget about software for just a minute and talk about something way more familiar. Yep, you heard that right. To really get what Salesforce is all about, we're going to talk about getting a house. Forget the tech jargon for a second, just stick with me here. Okay, so first, let's imagine the old way of doing things. Let's say you need a new home and your only option is to build it completely from the ground up. Just think about everything that goes into that, right? First, you've got to buy a plot of land. Then you have to go out and purchase all the raw materials. We're talking wood, concrete, the whole shebang. You need to hire a whole crew, architects, builders, and then they have to build the entire structure from the foundation up. And after all that, you just wait for a long, long time. Believe it or not, this is pretty much exactly how business software used to get made. A company would hand developers this giant list of things they needed, and the developers had to build every single application from scratch. As you can imagine, the whole process was super complex, crazy expensive, and could take months, sometimes even years. But what if there was a better way? This is where the modern approach comes in, what we'll call the Salesforce way. Instead of building from scratch, what if you could just buy a house that's already built? I mean, the difference is just night and day, isn't it? On one hand, you've got that slow, complicated, expensive process of building from the ground up. On the other hand, a ready-made home. You can literally move in right away. All the important stuff, the plumbing, the electricity, it's already working, and it's all built on a solid, proven foundation. And right there, that's the core idea of Salesforce. That ready-made house in our little story, that's Salesforce. So at its heart, Salesforce is basically a pre-built, ready-to-go application. It was designed from the get-go to solve all those common business problems, managing customers, tracking sales, marketing stuff, so that companies don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. Okay, I know what you might be thinking. If it's pre-built, does that mean you're just stuck with it? What if you need something a little different? Well, let's jump back to our house analogy. Just because you bought a house that was already built doesn't mean you can't make it your own, right? Of course not. You can totally renovate it. You can paint the walls to match your style. You could add a new room for a home office, maybe even knock down a wall to create a big open living space. Or hey, install one of those cool modular kitchens. The point is, you're not rebuilding the foundation. You're just customizing the space to fit your life. And that is exactly how Salesforce works in the real world. A business can add new fields to track some unique piece of information they care about. They can create what are called custom objects, which you can just think of as specialized spreadsheets or data tables. They can build automations to handle all those boring, repetitive tasks. They can even go to an app marketplace, kind of like an app store for your phone, and install new features. It's all about tailoring the system, not having to rebuild it from zero. All right, so we've used this house analogy to kind of build up the basic idea. Now, let's tie it all together and get to the real bottom line. So here it is, the official definition. Salesforce is the world's #1 CRM platform. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. And really, CRM is just the technical name for that pre-built house we've been talking about all this time. So what does a CRM, like Salesforce, actually do? Well, it gives a business one central place, one home, you could say, to manage all of its interactions with customers. It's where they can keep track of potential leads, manage their entire sales pipeline, provide customer support, and run all their marketing campaigns, all from one single unified system. So what are the key takeaways here? What does this all really mean? Well, with the Salesforce approach, you get a super strong, reliable foundation to build your business on. You could start using its powerful, pre-built features right away, no waiting around for months. You still have all the flexibility you need to customize it for your specific way of doing things. And as your business grows, you can add new features and capabilities whenever you need them. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. If your business needs a home for all its data and all its customer relationships, a place to organize everything, to grow, and to really thrive, why on earth would you build from scratch when you can move into a beautiful home that's ready for you today?